am Vanessa Vasquez. I will be your instructor for this spring semester. So for this class, it is GIS, Geog 155, and this is going to be an introductory lesson on GIS. So what is a GIS? Well, GIS stands for Geographic Information System or Geographic Information Science. So this is similar to a computer information system where for computers you need a hardware, software, and data processing in the background. The same is true for Geographic Information System. So what is required is a hardware and a software as well as data. Also, when we are talking about geographic information science, we are looking at data analysis. So in regards to the scientific method, when we have the same type of data and we are doing the same methodology each time, we should have the same final result. And the same is true for GIS. When we are working with the same type of data set and we're doing the same methodology, the answers should be replicated each time. So the proper definition of GIS, it is the automated acquisition, management, analysis, and display of spatial data. So for acquisition, we are acquiring data. For management, we are managing the data. And for analysis, we are analyzing the data set and we are displaying the spatial data like we see in this map here. We are displaying the spatial data as a map. And automated just stands for that we are dealing with the automated method in regards to the data set. So GIS is a tool for processing spatial data. So I want us to focus on the word spatial. So we all have worked with Excel, and Excel is considered a non-spatial data set. But a spatial data is a kind of data where you have location information of a particular data attached to that data set. For example, if I have data on the locations of burglaries occurring at a certain place, I would also have the latitude and longitude of each burglary location. The moment where I have latitude and longitude of a specific burglary location, this is when it becomes spatial data. So keep that in mind when we're working with GIS, that we are working with spatial data. Also with GIS, you can combine layers of information about a place. Here I have 4 different layers with 4 different data sets. So I can combine all these layers together in our GIS system to produce a single map. Now let's take a look of these specific data sets or these different layers. So one layer tells us the location. Here the location is X and Y. Also we have a layer based on well type. In this scenario it is drilled, and we have information about the building owner, which in this case it is Smith, and we have information about the soil type, which is sandy loam. So again, each of these layers are combined into a single map. So here we have an example of a single map. This is Jaralia, Australia. And here, what I want you to focus on is the different layers that are used in this single map. So here we have 8 different layers, and each of these layers are symbolized differently according to the legend. So I know it is blurry here, but this is the legend for each of these layers. So this here, this point symbol is represented as a Mari tree, which is seen here. And this other layer right here is represented as a fruit tree. So this single map has 8 different layers with 8 different data sets, and we could see here the creek is symbolized as a dashed line. So here this is the creek, and we also have it looks like here this is the boundary or the roads of the specific location. So again, it's important to recognize from a map how many layers do you see on a single map, and look at the information that is available according to the legend. So here we are on the ArcGIS platform, online platform. And here so we're mainly going to be working on the map tab. So click on map. And this will direct us to the map viewer. So we have the map viewer open, but we also have an alternative which is called Map Viewer Classic. But for the purpose of this exercise, of this demonstration, I will be using the map viewer, the ArcMap viewer. So here on our left side, we can add layers to our map, and we could either add it from a URL source, we could add it from our computer, or you could do these other options here. And once we add a layer feature, the layers will show here. But I do not have any layers, and I will add a layer for the purpose of this demonstration. And you can also add table data. Again, this will be showing us information, extra information if we have table information that does not have spatial location associated with it. We also have a base map. We have options to choose the type of base map we would like for our map. I will just stick to the default, which is topographic, the current base map. Now, what I would like you to do is, well, let me add data here. So as you could either add data from the layers tab or the add tab, and I already have data in my ArcGIS Online account. So I will add Lab 1 data. Just for the purpose of this demonstration. So again, I'm in the Layers tab, and under Layers I have Lab 1 data. I'm going to expand it, and here I have different layers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, and so again, each layer is based on a different data set. Here I have trees, roads, LA city boundary, lakes, vegetation, and wetland. And I will minimize this real quick. So we do not see it here on our map, but if you see in this corner, we could see that the map display is zoomed in on the lower corner of the map. So I could either zoom in, pressing this expanding button and moving over, or an alternative is you can click on these options button, the 3 dots, and click zoom to. So as I clicked on the zoom to button, I am zoomed in on the LA city boundary. So again, you can turn off or on these different layers. So there's an eye icon. So again, if you hover over it, it says visibility. You could turn it on and off with that. And again, I'm turning off and on the tree symbol. You could see that this blue line right here is showing us that this layer is selected. And you can move these different layers into different positions. So I moved LA City Boundary on top, but all you have to do is click, hold, and drag. I prefer to have the LA City Boundary on the bottom, the last layer, so everything can be shown above it to visualize it easily. Again, you can remove a layer, again by clicking the 3 options and going to remove. So that is removed from this data on the specific map. So again, I added the layers by clicking add, going to my content, and adding that specific lab data. Okay, so what I would like you to do is for each map that you create, you would click Save As. You would give it a name. In this case, I will name it as Demo. You will create a folder. Click Create New Folder, enter the folder name, and click the check mark. But in this case, I will save it in Practice. You can give it tags if you like. And you can add a summary. So you need to click return or enter for the tag to go through and add a summary, and click save. So that is how you save this map in a folder, and you could also edit the title here.